Welcome back, friends. I hope you've all had a great week this week. We've certainly had a busy week here. We've had some beautiful spring weather, some warmer days at times. Today it is a little bit cooler, I would say in the 50s, and a little more cloudy, but still good enough to be out working in the yard. In today's video, I'm doing it a little different. It's going to be a little bit maybe more vlog style, just kind of showing you what we've been up to this past week. Obviously a lot of garden work and showing you some of the flowers that are blooming here for me in New Hampshire. And I actually went for the first time to the Boston Marathon, and wow, so inspiring, and something I've wanted to do for years, and I was so excited to be able to go this year. It was a little drizzly and chilly, but that's okay. It was wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoy today's video. Like I said, it's a little different, and I do ask you a couple of questions, I think 2 or 3 different times throughout the video, and I would appreciate any help or response that you have to those questions. It's just kind of getting your ideas, and I love hearing from you. You are my new friends here, so thank you so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It does help the channel to grow and gives me a little more incentive to keep going. So look what has popped up in my yard. First year I was here, I didn't even know what these were. I'd never seen them before. I'm not saying they didn't exist in Michigan. I just had never seen them before, and they're blue striped squill. Let me see if I can get out of this sun to get better. They're just so pretty. They smell lovely. I want to get some and actually plant them in my flower beds. I mean, they're just popping up here in the yard. I'm assuming they planted them like this and they've spread. I don't know. But they're just so pretty. I just love them. So I'm doing this as a reminder to myself. Order some of these little bulbs to plant in the fall. Things are definitely popping up quickly. It's very sunny and warm here today. I have some irises. There's the peony popping up. I want to plant some more peonies. I just love those. Again, kind of a very old-fashioned flower. And the daffodils are popping up. I have my hyacinths starting over here. Oh, look, there's a little squill coming up there. More daffodils. So pretty. I just love spring. So exciting. And now I have the itch to plant for sure. So here's my idea. I bought these Dahlia bulbs, and to get them started, I am going to use my planters that are currently not in use, and I'm going to put them in here just to try to get them started. And the reason is, last year I cannot tell you how many bulbs I planted out in my flower beds. Honestly, they were dahlias, and my little chipmunk friends decided to come along and dig them up. They were probably right behind me, digging them up. I think I had one plant come up. I was not impressed because, you know, the bulbs are not cheap. So anyway, I am going to try it this way this year to at least try to get them started, and then hopefully transplant them. I don't know. We're gonna see how this works out. So I have a couple of planters. I have this one, I have this one, and this one here. So it's an experiment. Let's get this started. Okay, so they're in here. We're just gonna cover them up. Like I said, hopefully just to kind of get them started. And a little experiment here. Hopefully they can't find them in the pot. We'll see. Okay, so I planted some of my bulbs and put these cloche cages over some of them. So I'm going to do an experiment, see which one does better, in the pot or here. I only have, I think, 6 of those, and I'm currently using 4 or 5. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using 5 right now, so we'll see which ones do better, or maybe equal. It's only been a couple of days, but things are already starting to pop out. So pretty. These daffodils aren't quite ready to pop. These have a few of them here. But look at this already. It's only been maybe 3 days and they're already popping up. These are those zinnias that I planted, the bulbs. My rhubarb is starting to pop up here. I did plant another root over here. Nothing's come up yet. It's just a little fern. And then this is our cute little peach tree that our neighbor gave us. And she made it through the harsh winter. So excited about that. It'll be a few years, but that's okay. These are the poppies that have shot up quite a bit just in a couple of days. So I need to get them, I need to get some stakes in there. You know how they like to flop over. And these little guys. There, she's not blooming today. It's a little cloudy, but they're here. And then some bleeding heart. And now here's the garlic after 2 days. It's really popping up even more green. I'm so excited. This is my first time planting garlic. So what we did here, Mark actually added another board. So our originals, I don't know if you remember our little garden boxes, they were just this here, and they were on legs, which are those legs there. So we took the legs off, added another board, and then we scooched this box over to make it one long one. Obviously, I want to get some more dirt to put in there. There's a special dirt I want to try. It's from Maine, and it's an organic soil, but they had up a lot of different kelp and seafood things in it. I've heard good things about it as far as a garden soil, so we do need to go pick that up yet. And then, so now this is an empty space here. As you can see, it's a mess, but, and then we scooched this one over and again combined them. So now I'm gonna have 2 longer boxes with this empty space in between. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have a couple of ideas. I do want to possibly, right in this area here, possibly maybe put up like a climbing sweet pea, or put in some perennials is an idea. I'm going to see how I like with the planting. I may want to add another box. This is a small garden for us, but we don't have a lot of space here that gets a lot of sun, so we're very limited. And then what I want to do right here, there's a little empty space under the beautiful lilacs. I don't know if you remember, last fall, I believe it was, I did a video and I showed you my little French bistro set that I had purchased on consignment. So I think I'm going to put that there. Then it'll kind of be shaded a little by the lilacs. We really cleaned those up. I don't know if you remember me showing you, we had a mess. We lost a huge lilac tree here from that nor'easter that came through. So we cut and hauled away, I bet at least 6, if not 8 truckloads of branches to our local transfer station or dump. And then we kept some. So I have some here And then I need to sort through that pile there. And I want to make a wattle fence. So a wattle that is going to cover all of the boards here. That's my goal. I just documented it. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but again, I'm trying to make it like a little English cottage garden. That look, a little more rustic, cottagecore. I don't know what the term would be. And then obviously, as you can see, we still have some raking and leaf blowing to do. Always a lot of work. You'd never know that was cleaned up last fall. And our poor little gate that got broke. Mark needs to rebuild that. We had to trim a lot of this lilac tree there. We lost a lot of branches just trying to save what we could. Again, I want to see how that's going to bloom, if at all. Just makes me sick. This is a viburnum bush here that I just love. They're just so beautiful when they bloom, and I have one there also. So anyway, like I said, the next step is to sort and try to make a wattle fence. These daffodils, now they get a little more sun, so they're a little happier. They're just so pretty. Look at those happy faces there. So beautiful. As you can see, I still have some cleaning up to do out here. Over here are some more of my peonies. They've popped up. And I have the little reds right there, some more peonies popping up. So things are starting. It's exciting. My lavender. We always have leaves. That's what happens when you live in the middle of the woods. Always raking. But this is the huge pile again. As you can see, more limbs that we lost right there too. And that one up there needs to be cut down. So we're going to cut and sort, see which of these we can use for the wattle. Hopefully they're fairly pliable. Otherwise we need to head out into our woods, and this is the time of year we have to get it in the spring before these branches get more brittle. But lots of work to do. This is also a little wicker birdhouse I got last year in Vermont. So cute. I love it. I wanted to show you my baby daffodils. Aren't they cute? It's not a sunny day, so they're not looking up to the sky, but they're so cute. There's some heather. That's my newest heather. Doing great. And then this is my heather that is probably about 3 years old. Just starting to pop. I love it. Again, very English cottage garden to me. So things are coming. So my forsythia is literally just starting to bloom. Lots of little buds yet, but no, just little peeps of yellow here and there. I feel like it is late, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I can't wait for it to be in full bloom. Look at the beautiful flower in this. It's so pretty. I can't think of the name of this right now. It's not heliotrope. Help me out if you know the name of this plant. I can't remember. So pretty though. Is it Lenten Rose? If you know the name of it, link below, or not link below, comment below. But I love the color. So beautiful. Nature's amazing, isn't it? So here's my little indoor greenhouse. I had one of these. And look, I do have a little shoot there coming up. Right here. Tiny little one. And those are tomatoes. They're called sweeties. Here's some peppers. I don't know. We'll see how we do. I just threw the saran on it today to give it a little more, I guess, more of a greenhouse effect. Insulate it a little more. But again, this is an experiment for me. I don't get southern sun here, so I'm not sure how it's going to do. It is what it is. It's a trial. We'll see how this works. I may need to get more of those last year, but as you can see, we just brought up an old wooden table that I had, and I just put the containers in whatever I had. I put them in the metal, so when I'm watering, I'm not leaking on the wood table. So we will see. Wish me luck. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.